Check, check. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 2 of BFU. Big Phoenix update is upon us, and it is absolutely fantastic. We are in the A319 IAE Sharklet, a very rare breed. I think Avianca had 2, 3 of them at one point. They don't have them anymore, but it is a rare breed, and it was flying around, and they were taking it into Pasto. So it is pretty cool that we get to actually fly this route correctly now. I've done this route multiple times, multiple aircraft. We actually crashed the MD-80 on that one. So it's definitely become an infamous route, or a famous route, however you want to look at it. But we are finally doing it properly in a 319 with Sharklets and IAE engines, and this one is going to be fun. The winds are gusty down there. I think the visibility is better than it was before the last time we tried this, so it should work out if the way I'm reading the weather. It may not, but who knows. En route, Jeremy, we're not going to break anything that I can think of, because I want to focus on, we need pretty much everything for this approach to be legal. But we are going to go over some Airbus review questions when we get to cruise. So we've got that going for us as well. So Al W, good to see you. Alexander's in the house. Good to see you. Scott, Andy B, Tiger Dude's in the house. Wrong side. Sam, what's up, man? Ola Poppy, did you grab the empanadas? Better be beef. The hell with chicken. Let's leave Bogota. Yeah, I know. Let's do it, man. I actually get chicken and beef, dude. Don't sue me. And I also got to get the what's the cheese one? The guava cheese. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. What, a Costa Rican registration? I guess, I don't know. Is this a Costa Rican registration? I'm not sure why. But anyway, this is what we got. This is a Phoenix livery 703 Alpha Victor, and it's going to be fun. What settings you need for proper MP? You need live, all players, and I'm on USA East in 2024, and we've got Beyond ATC up and running. This is going to be a fun one. We are at the, what is it? Oh gosh, is it V-Pilot? No, who makes this Bogota, this Skibo? Fantastic SKBO airport here. And guys, look what I found out. Check this out. Check this out. So you can actually go up these stairs at this on this scenery, and you can kind of glitch in. So I made it into it one time before I fell out. I actually made it out of the aircraft. But it's pretty cool because I walked off the airplane up the jet bridge, and I almost made it to the terminal, and then I fell through. But it's still pretty sweet. So we're not going to do a full pre-flight. Let me crouch through here. Let's just go up the cockpit this direction because, I don't know, I'm obsessed with being able to walk around in the Phoenix now, which I always said, look, I don't like walk-around mode, which for airliners, I don't love it. But the way that Phoenix has it implemented, come on, jump in. Jump in there. Maybe the door's not open all the way. No, it's open all the way. All right. We fell. Okay, gosh dang it. Anyway, here we are. Microsoft doing Microsoft things. All right. I was going to try to walk up from the rear of the aircraft, but it's fine. We are here, ready to rock and roll. Let's get it fired up. Let's kind of go through our procedures, a little bit more thoroughly. I'm going to verbal process a little bit more now because I haven't flown the airplane in a couple days now, and by the time I get to the sim, I won't have flown the airplane for a little over a week. So first things first, when we get to the aircraft, what do we check for, chat? We got to check for our airworthiness certificates, our documents, all those good things. Typically going to be either on the cockpit door, behind the cockpit door there. Make sure we have all the certificates for the aircraft. And then once we get in, we'll do our little security search. Oh, I didn't know that armrest moved. So we'd come in here, we'd check all the compartments. We would check behind the secret compartment. Is this actually mirroring things now? Almost. That looks like a really good mirror. We've got rain repellent, which is in short supply. Don't be wasting the rain repellent, chat. Don't be wasting the rain repellent. It is still in short supply in the U.S. We've got our life vest and PBE would be stored down there. And then in the landing gear area, we'd make sure we have our landing gear pins. We still have our Test EXE CD in there. Shout out to the FS Labs. Coming back over here. Boy, welcome to private or commercial pilot, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Glad to have you on board, my friend. Appreciate all the support. Everything looks good here. Make sure that the fire glove, maintenance cards, all that stuff is where they need to be. And then we can finally take our seats. All right. Zach, what's up? Missed the last stream. Checking in now to say hi. Hey, what's going on, Zach? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, dude. Got to go V1, have fun flying the bird because it's awesome. I can't wait. This is my first flight with the 319 Sharklet from Phoenix. So those doors just close. Did you guys catch that? The scenery is awesome. The scenery is awesome. All right, going up to the top here, we got 25.6 volts, right? So we'll get battery 1. battery too. It helps if I make sure the sim sounds are up. There we go. And we'll go ahead and... What's going on? Why are my sounds not working properly? Did you guys catch that? Nash, yes they did. Boy, what's up? Just got done watching a video about the Starship. Amazing. Thank you, boy. I'm glad you enjoyed the Starship flight, man. I love the Starship. Love your content. Thank you. Steven, thank you. I appreciate you. Josh, you can... Yeah, I could hear it too. But I'm not hearing switch sounds. Hold on. Right? I feel like we're missing sounds. Try moving seats? What do you mean? Yeah. Does that fix it or something? We might have to reboot it. Headphone mode? There's an issue with sounds at the moment, he says. It's a sim thing. Should I reboot it? I'm going to restart it. We're at the gate. We're at the gate. I've been sitting here for like an hour, so let's just go ahead and reboot it real quick. We'll zoom out, and let's go right back to Skibo. Boom. Boom. We're going to go to the same gate. Where were we? We were gate 17. Boom. Let's go. Can't be having that. Oh, the Fenix app never launched. I don't think. Hold on. Why isn't my Fenix? Okay, there we go. Now the Fenix app is booting. Now the Fenix app is booting. Hold on, let's hop into the cockpit. Let it, there we go. I think it's coming to life now. Let's give it a second. There we go. All right. Let it get to cold and dark. Beautiful. All right, now let's try that. No. Oh, if too many AI aircraft are present? Really? Is it because I'm online? Let me, well, I've never had this before. Let me end Beyond ATC. Yeah, it's, why would Beyond ATC have anything to do it? Ah, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll deal with that here in a minute. Okay. I can always turn down those traffic. I just love seeing all those. Nah, the Fenix not broken. Michael Kirk, what's up? Good to see you, man. I'm not even I have not even tried the Fenix after the update. Been stuck on the Citation 10. Michael Kirk, dude, I am in love with that Citation 10, dude. I tell you what, I just watched Jeff Faviano's video on that when I was eating lunch. It's great. We gotta wait for it to boot up. All right, we're good. We're cooking with gas, chat. We're cooking with gas. Here we go. All right, you're not in multiplayer? No, you wouldn't be able to see me, Vodka, unless you were on 2024 anyway. Goat Sim. It might be number of objects, perhaps. I could probably turn down the parked airplanes down, too, on Beyond ATC. You have to update your SimConnect values in the CFG from 64 to 128. Ooh, gross. No, I'm not doing that. Gear handle is up. Thank you, my man, Digital Mark. That would have been interesting. Automatic gear up. Positive rate, gear up. We rocking and rolling. Thank you. We haven't seen black SUVs in a while. Sus. Look at the doors opening and closing. I do love that. All right, here we go. CVR test. Now we got FWC powered up. Yes, there it is. Captain Purrs, Captain 1, 2, 3. Look, I love the fact that Fenix included this. We can toggle between the old ADIRS panel and the new one. Absolutely love it. Small little detail. Goated by Fenix yet again. All right, seatbelt signs, arm that. We talked about all of this stuff earlier. Everything else is standard. We do a fire test. Fire test 2. FO's already tested the APU, so that's up and running. Let's come down here, FMGC, and initialization. We'll do an init request. We'll come back over here. Import from SimBrief. My weights aren't going to match, I don't believe. Change to pounds. Let me go over here and change that right now. So we're going to go feet, inches, and pounds. Beautiful. All right, back to ground ceviches. Weight and balance. Load the aircraft, please. We'll do a 7-minute loading on that. While that's getting loaded up, let's go ahead and get our flight plan rocking and rolling. How'd you get the old ADIRU positive rate? I believe it is on the livery, or you can come in here and change it. Check this out. You go settings, sim settings, airframe, ACP 8 So we have the we have the nattiers. We got the nattiers right now. But you can swap it to the regular one with the newer aircraft. And then we got the modern ACP. Is that what they rocked in this one? Let's go old school. Classic ACP. Yeah, look at that. Classic ACP, no bright lights in this old bird. Brake fans, they probably had that. Probably had an ISIS. Probably had a DDRMI as well. And that works for me. All right. Probably not. It was probably already set out the way Fenix had it laid out, but that's okay. Avianca 357. Up to Pasto. Flight Force, thanks for the 41 months support. You said it's on the Fenix website. Okay. So what happens if I turn Beyond ATC back on with too much traffic? Will it cause issues after we've already booted up, or no? I'll just turn the traffic setting way down. Did I ever generate this flight? I think I did. Yeah, 14 left, 02. We're going to be Skibo 14 left, Vapor 4, Orega. Initial altitude 23,000 feet. It's a little bit low, but I guess we'll set 230 with the mini FCU rather. 230 is, yeah, we might change that. Temperature off the ground is 17. Put 17 there. Beyond your ATC isn't an issue with sounds, really? Well, when I shut off Beyond ATC, my issues with sounds went away, so I think it is. I thought Avianca 357 was retired, Bill's Mafia. I thought nobody would ask. You're absolutely correct. The problem is I already filed us as 357. So let me go to options, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go parked density to 2, departure density to 2, arrival density to 3, and en route density to like 2. All right, now let's reconnect so we can get our clearance from Beyond ATC. What airlines in the U.S. use ACTs? Americans got them. JetBlue's got them. Does Delta have NEOs with them? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, we got our clearance up. Let's see. Bogota clearance 21.6. We got to use Beyond ATC, man. There's no doubt about it. 121.6. Boom. Boom. Let's give him a holler here and then we'll get things loaded up.
Request IFR clearance to Rafael Nunes Airport.
Avianca cut us off. All right, but we got our flight plan pretty much in there, right?
Avianca 9772, El Dorado delivery. Expect runway 32 left. Toki for Romeo departure.
We got it. Let's see, that's on position 1. Yeah.
Squawk for 220. Toki for Romeo departure.
I'm at Bogota at this moment and it's cloudy, broken. Nice.
Avianca 9772. Avianca 9772. Read back correct. Contact ground 122.75. When ready for pushback or engine start.
I guess we're technically getting our clearance. We'd have our tray table out.
122.75 when ready. Avianca 9772. Have a good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Bogota clearance, Avianca 357, clearance to Sierra Kilo Papa Sierra. I don't know if they call it Pasto or what. See what he calls it.
Avianca 357, El Dorado delivery. Expect runway 32 right. Welcome for Romeo departure with the Orega transition.
We've got to change our runways around.
1636.
32 right, huh? Alright, cleared 20 Sierra Kilo Papa Sierra, runway 32 right, Vapor 4 Romeo departure, Orega transition, squawk 1636, Avianca 357.
Avianca 357, read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
Alright, 21.8, we'll put him up on contact ground 21.8 for push or start, Avianca 357. We got 21.8 in the standby right now, 21.8. And auto tune is on, so it automatically switched it for me, so I didn't even need to do that. Awesome, cool. All right, let's see, 32 right. on the Vapor 4. Okay, departures 32 right is what we're expecting on the Vapor 4 Romeo. All the way down here, Vapor 4 Romeo, Orega transition. We'll insert that. Going into Pasto, we are going to land the RNAV 02. Did we file the star? Let me double check. I did not file the star. Off of Mike Echo Romeo is the approach. We're going to approach via Mike Echo Romeo, no star, insert. All right, that looks good. Secondary flight plan, we're going to initialize an air return back to Bogota. Skibo back to Skibo. I'd have to check. 3-2 right. Doesn't that have a special engine out? Well, we won't pretend we're not. We don't have it. We'll come right back to 3-2. Is there no ILS north? There's not because of the mountain, right? We'll just come back ILS Zulu 14 left, and then we'll just go perf. We'll put a 200 DH in there. Oh, we can't do that. The barrel right now is 8,300. Let's call it 8,550. If we need to come back, we'll zero out the winds. Temperature is 17. QNH is, I just looked at it, 1027. We'll keep it in hectopascals. 1027. That's set. Progress page, Sierra Kilo Bravo Oscar, Perf and Knit B. We'll leave you right there. Block fueling has completed. 13.6 is on board. We'll double check, make sure the fuel tanks are balanced. They are. We'll come up here. Fuel tank pumps are coming on. Seatbelt sign. APU's primed up. We'll get you spooled up and ready. Don't need the tray table. We'll close you. Get rid of that. And fire it up. Let's get ready to go. Hey Shay, thanks for the $3 super chat. Need to brush up on my accent. I know. I got the end of the month to come down here. I'll brush up on it at the end of the month. Aviation Dude. My man, thank you for dropping the 5 gifted memberships, Aviation Dude. Very kind. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful, Tuesday afternoon. Is the 319 and 321 different in flight sim physics, in sim flight physics noticeable? Yes. Just deciding if it's worth purchasing, even though I use the 320 often. I suck at landing a 320 over any aircraft. Yeah, Hayden, you can definitely tell the difference. Fenix has done a great job at representing the inertia and sense of weight of the aircraft that you're flying. Absolutely. V-Pilot Designs, the man himself, Skibo Airport V-Pilot Designs. Thank you, my man. Appreciate the support. Providing a wonderful Skibo Bogota airport for us today. All right, APU is up and running. We'll start the chrono. We're definitely going to want terrain up on ND. We'll go at VOR. Let's take a look at the SID. We'll dismiss that. Let's go to our let's go to our charts here. Couple things we need to change. So ground charts, let's start here, Phoenix. They got the airport already starred out for us here, which is good. We're going 3-2 right, so that's going to be interesting. 3-2 right, and now we're on the Vapor 4, which is this off of 3-2 right? It is. Okay. So yeah, we're going away from the mountain. Never mind, we're going the right direction. Although you'd probably get 3-2 left here because they wouldn't want you crossing the center line. But we'll go with it. 3-2 right. A lot of restrictions on the SID. Orega transition. Jet top altitude is flight level 200. But he gave us climb to 230. So we have 23 set. If we get a climb via, we'll just make sure we comply with all these restrictions. Shouldn't be an issue getting out of here. So that looks good. Our briefing is complete. What's the temporary airport charts? This is for construction. Looks like there's some construction, possibly some hotspot 3. What is this? On the edge of taxiway Bravo between 12 and 16, there is a movement of vehicles. So a lot of construction's going on down there, 3-2 right. We'll make sure we steer clear of all of that. So, all right, I'm going to leave the airport page up for our taxi out. It's been not quite 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and get this message in here.
Over to tower 118.1, Copa 244.
We got both of them, so we'll accept that one. The max takeoff 1664. We're going to be 130.4 on the prelim. We've got one jump seater on board. V-Pilot Designs is joining us on the jump seat today, so we'll get that Jump seat out from Mr. V Pilot Designs. Why do we have a status message still? Cat 2. Are we not? What's going on with that? Oh, hold on. Turn you off for right now. And then I got an idea. Let's go here and let's go weights. Weight and balance. Send that to the McDo. Now we've got our weights are set. 117.3, 28.0 CG. We got 45 minutes extra gas. Wonderful. We'll sync our final load sheet, sync live weather for runway 32 right. Let's see what it gives us here. It gives us flex 56. Temperature outside is 17. We could flex it, but chat, we don't flex around here. So let's go Toga. Yes, please. Calculate that. Optimum flap. We got flap 1. Toga set. Send these to the McDo right here. 44, 44, 48 flaps 1 up 1.0. Simulate that it's been 3 minutes if it hasn't already. APU bleed is coming on. Let's do a quick little brief here. We're going to be taxiing 32 right. Any OEBs, nothing that affects the performance of the airplane, no MELs. We look good. We have terrain up on D. That is definitely a threat. The weather's not too much of a threat. We just got some low overhanging clouds. That's why we're going to have that ND terrain up on my side. We're climbing up to flight level 230 via the SID. We'll start up 2 engines, 2-engine taxi out. If we lose an engine on departure, we'll comply with the EO SID, come back around. We'll land 3. I put 1-4 in the box, but we'll probably come back 3-2 if we have to, just because I'm feeling lazy and I don't have my Windway McDo yet that I did not order. It'd be a lot easier to do that than clicking, so I might actually order one of those soon. But anyway, consider yourself briefed. With that said, let's close up shop and get out of here. GPU disconnected, chocks and cones. We'll get rid of the jet bridge. Let's connect the tug. And let's request push and start from gate 17. Bogota ground, Avianca 357, request push and start, gate 17.
Avianca 357, El Dorado ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback engine start approved, face northwest, Avianca 357. What's going on here? Why is my FCU not doing FCU things? Alright, climb nav blue, 1 FD2, checks. Alright, cockpit to ground. Ready for brake release? Why is the door opening now? There we go. Close that door. Beacon's coming on. Alright. Ready for brake release. Brakes released. Commence pushback. North, face northwest, huh? What is that? Pretty much, my taxi chart here. Oh, he's turning us northwest. Alright, cool. Cockpit ground, you're clear to start. Clear to start. Starting engine 1. Starting engine 1. Here we go. Shh.
Ladies and gentlemen, member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate. Thank you.
Yellow 1980 heavy, ramp 102 taxi, via Alpha 5,
Airbus.
Bravo 7, Bravo.
Thank you, wrong side.
November, Golf.
I gotta turn this announcement
Ramp 102
check
via Alpha
off.
5, Bravo 7, Bravo November, Golf. Yellow 1980 heavy.
Life jackets and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
Andy Boyce, I'm on default, my man.
There
Default.
are 8 emergency.
Did I not turn her off?
Cabin crew are now pointing out the
Did I not just turn her off, or is she in the middle of finishing her situation? Yeah, I guess she's in the middle of finishing it. Alright, we got a good start on number 1. We're going to start engine number 2.
Leave all baggage on.
Turning 2.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt.
I guess I should have started 2 then 1. Is that what Avianca does?
Fastened at
Adam Chino, what's up, man? Long time no see. Says, from my immersion, the flight should be canceled since all my connections in Bogota are always canceled whenever I fly Avianca.
Mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on.
I know, Captain McGee. I know Wrong Side's got two McDoos going on.
Own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails...
Bus transfer. There's the veil light. We got two good starts. Reset the chrono for engine start. That's going there. That's going there. Flaps
Regarding your
one.
safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
All right, we got two good starts. Auto brakes max. Takeoff config checked. We'll go here, here, TARA. Oh, what was our squawk code? It was 1636. 1636. All right, you ready? Let's go. Bogota ground, Avianca 357, ready taxi.
Avianca 357, runway 32. Right taxi via Delta, Papa, November, Alpha, Alpha Nina.
Runway 32 right, taxi via Delta, Papa, November, Alpha, Alpha Niner, Avianca 357. All right, Delta to Papa. Where's November? Oh, Delta, really? Papa, November, Alpha. Delta, Papa, crossover, November, Alpha. All right, whatever.
Avianca
There you
8413,
go.
gate 83 taxi via Alpha 5, Bravo 7, Bravo, November.
Whew, look at that. She's just rolling on her own here. So, in the BFU, I don't see an option to disconnect like rudder and tiller. Is that not an option anymore?
All aircraft be advised, information hotel now current, QNH 1027.
1027 is set. She wants to roll on us right now. She wants to roll. Alright, so we'll take it out here to Delta. Papa, November Alpha. I see where we're going now. It's automatic if you have tiller access. I do have tiller access, but when I move the rudders, the nose wheel tiller still moves. I noticed that. Alright, brake check. Pressure a 0. Alright, there's an Avianca in front of us. We're going 3-2 right. Mini brief. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be off runway 32 right on the Vapor 4 departure. Gross weight is 130.8. Flaps config 1 plus F. Speeds 144. 148. Initial altitude 12,000. First fix is RNAV to, what is that first fix? RNAV to DE32 right. I'm just going to go straight to Alpha. Why does he want me to do this jaunt thing? Is that guy doing the jaunt thing? He's not doing the jaunt thing. I'm going straight to Alpha because that instruction is kind of lame. Alright, Alpha, Alpha 9. The click spot above the pedals? What's above the pedals? That? Oh yeah. Yeah, that changed it. See, there's my tiller. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's weird. Thank you. Alright, ding the forward call. What's cabin temps in here? It is 76. Typical 319, struggling. Maybe I accidentally hit it. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, flight control check. Full up. Full down, neutral. Full left. Full right, neutral, rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. What's our trim need to be? Trim needs to be up 0.1. Up 0.1. No, 1.0. Ooh, spicy. Up 1.0 is set. All right. Taxi checklist. Gross weight comparison is complete. Pitch trim 1.0% CG set. V1, VR, V2 flex 144, 144, 148. Toga set. Flaps. Config 1 plus F. Flight controls check. ECAM memo. Takeoff all green. TCAS. Code set. TARA. Cabin crew advised. Mini briefs complete. Taxi checklist is complete. Got to slow down here. Look at the 319 running away from us. I love it. Down to 10 knots there. We'll slow down. Absolutely love it. How does 319 fly in real life? Is there a massive difference? I wouldn't say massive, but you can definitely feel a difference. Obviously, the difference is the biggest difference gap is the 19 and 21. There is still a difference between a 20 and a 21 and a 20 and a 19, albeit smaller. But yeah, the biggest gap is the 19 and the 21. Unidentified precious cargo on board. All right, Alpha 8. We're going to Alpha 9er. Alpha 9er coming up here. V1's going to get banned from Beyond ATC. So I just spoke with Beyond ATC. I'm going to do the voice recording for the FO. So if you do pick up Beyond ATC, eventually I will hopefully be in the first officer availability pack. I'm gonna do that recording here probably after the stream. I want to do 2 legs. I don't know how much time we'll have, guys. I don't know how much time we'll have. Once we get to cruise, though, we'll ask a few Airbus questions. Got some study questions we need to do as we get ready for recurrent. Are there any 318s operating? Man, not in the U.S. I'm sure there are somewhere, but not like commercial service in the U.S., no. Air France still run them? Perhaps. All right, let it run away. So we can get all the way up to 30 knots. That's all right. 118.1 Avianca 357, okay. Alright, here's Alpha 9er. Pull the SID up. Alright, I'm going to put the first officer has the radios. And let's go ahead and get out of here.
Avianca 357 ready to go. Runway 32 right.
Avianca 357, El Dorado Tower, wind 305 at 12, runway 32 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 32 right, cleared for takeoff, Avianca 357.
Oh, look at the textures on that windsock. Dude, V-Pilot Design cooked on that windsock, man. Look at that. It looks good. All right, 32 right, we're cleared for takeoff. Clear right. TCAS is clear. It looks like he's landing the left side. He's still a few miles out. At least I hope so. He's moving in pretty quick. I love the runway textures here. Look at all the nose wheel marks. All right, who is ready? Yoga Togas. Let's do it from cockpit view just because 319 sounds great from the cockpit. Spool them up 50. Actually 1.05 EPR. Yoga's in chat from the cockpit. Here we go. Oh, gosh, I love it. Toga SRS, auto thrust bleu. Man, look at that acceleration, how slow it is up here at 8,000 feet. 80 knots, thrust set. 100 knots, check. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up, navin, fly with. Oh, look at that, parallel departures. Goodbye, V-Pilot Bogota. Let's actually fly this one here. Looks like we got simultaneous close parallel departures in use. Pretty rare.
Avianca 357, contact Bogota departure 121.3.
Contact Bogota departure 121.3. Bogota departure, Avianca 357. Good afternoon, 10,200 feet.
Avianca 357, Bogota departure identified. Climb to 1,000 feet.
Climb to 11,000 feet, Avianca 357.
From the 11,000? That's right here.
Avianca 357, contact Bogota.
Okay, we'll level at 11.
decimal 6.
Contact Bogota Center 128.6, Avianca 357.
I gotta turn up my FO here, it's a little quiet.
Bogota Center, Avianca 357, 10,700 feet.
There comes S speed. Speed alt star.
9088.
Flap 0. Speed checks.
Center. Expect Barranca Bermeja 2. Charlie.
Speed
runway
alt
17.
star. Flap 0 after takeoff checklist complete.
Charlie, runway 17. Easy flight 9088.
He must be holding us here for traffic. Yeah, this guy.
Bogota Center. Good afternoon, radar contact. Climb to flight level 230.
Climb to flight level 230, Avianca 357.
Pull it. Thrust climb, open climb. 11 for 230, 230 blue. Look at that. Look at those clouds out there. Yes, I love this sim. Let's go ahead and just maintain 280. Get this climb going here. Park it just below the 10 line. Get us moving. I'm actually using the CEO profile, which is a little bit softer on the centering for the Moza base. What does weather radar say? Nothing, because there's nothing to return. So I think there's a big misconception of what weather radar actually does. You got to have particulates to have a return. It's not a cloud radar. So this is nothing but just low cloud. All right, there's our, he gave us a climb and maintain, so we don't have any restriction to be below 14. So we're cooking now. We're maintain 280 to 230, which is our final. Vodka, you're using the CEO profile as well? Yeah. Gosh, we need to petition Adobo for a Colombia, South America ortho update, because it's notoriously bad in some spots. It's great in some spots, but notoriously bad in others. Oh, I love flying the 319. I miss this bird. I want to fly more 319s. Where's Turk? We get any cloud turbulence? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're getting cloud turbulence, Turk. Little breakout here. Oh, yeah. Oops. Off course. Rolled out too early. Too distracted. Josh, it took a few sim sessions, man. It took a few sim sessions to get used to switching hands. But we're pretty much straightened out. We'll do this. We'll go manage speed. Airplane's going to lower itself here a little bit, accelerate. Cat 3 dual, that's the capability of the airplane. They got a placard. I don't know why they have a placard. Maybe they only have, maybe at the time they didn't have every airplane wasn't Cat 3 dual. This one was Cat 3 dual approved. So that's probably why. I feel the 319 is a bit underrated. It's only me. It's definitely an underrated airplane, man. And this is another reason why I don't like the 220, because the 220 killed the 319 Neo. Like, without the 220, the 319 Neo would be everywhere and it'd be crushing it. 220 Neo is nothing but a plastic toy airplane. And it definitely killed the project of the 319 Neo. I think there's a handful. Is there like, what, a couple Chinese 319 Neos, maybe a private one, but not a lot of 319 Neos flying anywhere. Let's turn on our pseudo noise canceling headphones here. We'll set standard QNH 29902 standards once, twice, and thrice. I feel like 23 is such a low altitude, but maybe not. We're only 240 miles from our destination, so we're cooking. A220 cockpit is ugly, Jeremy. I totally agree with you, man. A220 is Canadian. Yeah, it started out as a Bombardier. It's a CRJ, man. It's a CRJ with underwing. Have I tried the Windwing side stick? I've tried the Windwing Ursa. What is it? Ursa Minor? Fantastic entry-level stick. I feel like the two side sticks that you should have is either the Windwing Ursa, what is the Ursa Minor, right? Or some type of force feedback base. You should start with the Windwing and then with the Ursa. And then if you're going to graduate your hardware, get a force feedback base because of the customizable profiling you can do with force feedback. It's the future, man. Oh, Dust, I'm not saying the 220 is not a good airplane as far as, performance and what it does and its mission, but I'm a little biased against it because I wanted the 319 Neo. Yeah, Bombardier. Yeah, it was a C series. It used to be the C series. That's what it started out as, C series. And believe it or not, so when Airbus was looking at buying Bombardier for the C series, Boeing was looking at Embraer to buy for the E-jets and E190, E2. So the Velocity is a great low-level option too. Zippy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. So I've never messed with the Velocity stuff. I have seen it. I have seen pictures of it though. It looks pretty interesting. What I do want, XP72. Where's he been? He just posted a video today of the radio panel. Come on now. Simflex Mini FCU Cube, whoever they are. I got to reach out to them. I need one of those in my life. If not, I'm buying one because Beyond ATC has pretty much saved me from fiddling with the radios. I love having Beyond ATC to do the radios for me, but it would be nice. But the problem with that is now I would need another camera to run like radios. And I'm just so tired of running cameras, man. I've already got 3, 4. So E195 E2, dude, I love that airplane, Friction Mafia. I hope in the future FSS brings a 190 E2. The code for the 220 is still BCS. Oh, really? For Bombardier C Series? Really, Twale? I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't need a radio camera. But, okay, so AJ, could I get away with getting a McDo, but no McDo camera? Or do you guys really want to, would I have to? Because I would do so much, I'd be so much faster with it. Wrong side. Oh, you're in a different part of Florida. Because I'm going to be out there for a week next week, dude. We should try to get together, man, if you're going to be around South Florida. I got my whole family out there. We're going to be at Airbnb, and I'm going to be trying to study because it's kind of hard to study right now, if you can only imagine. But it'd be nice to meet up at some point. McDo now. All right, we're leveling 23,000 feet. I guess that's all she got. Seatbelt signs coming off. It's a smooth ride. Never turned our landing lights off, so right now they'd be vibrating. It'd be like, you'd feel it. You'd be like, what is that noise? Oh, I forgot the freaking landing lights. We actually forgot our whole 10,000 foot flow. So secondary, we'll copy the active, RadNav page. Nothing to unhard tune. Progress, we'll put in the SKPS airport. Boom, boom. And I'm going to request an approach. I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to see if I can request an approach before they assign me one here with Beyond ATC. Let's see.
Avianca 357, you've not yet started your descent.
Okay. I have to wait for that. All right, unable. That guy sounds legit. This guy sounds like Roberto. Vodka. Does this guy not sound like Roberto on Throttletek? Key 6, my man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Playing a sad song on the world's smallest violin for V1's camera problems. Pitching $5 for the camera fund. Hey, Key 6, thank you, dude, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll do another camera, or I could move it. I don't know. I mean, if I get another camera, I'm gonna have another freaking PC running all this stuff, man. I'm really starting to tax out this PC, I think, as great as it is. Anyone here has the Moza base on Next Level Racing SimPro chair? That's a good question. Not I. All right, which Airbus has the longest wings? A319 Sharklet, A321 wingtip fence, or A320 Sharklet? Which aircraft has the longest wings? We're going to study, so let's get into study mode here real quick. We don't have a whole lot of time to study, but I'm going to start asking some study questions. We'll get into realism mode. We're flying an Airbus, so we don't have to prep for the approach too hard like we did with the MD-80. Famous last words. We got the jump seat here. All right, we'll take it out here in study mode. I'll put the vertical stream
Over the center, Avianca for 826. Good afternoon. Through 16,000 feet for 19,000 feet. Direct go 422.
I was going to work my days down there to hang out with you, but they are closing the landing for a while, and emergency travel is only travel we approve. What's going on, wrong side, Sim? Is there a hurricane coming to Florida? What's going on?
Flight level 390,
Text me.
Avianca for 826.
All right. Where's my iPad? All right. Dedicated streaming PC is the way to go if you can afford it. Yeah, for sure, Randuxry. I really want to. I have my PC at home. That's great for that, but I like having that PC at home to do some like off-stream Citation 10 flights because the Citation 10 is goated as well. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that airplane, man. No hurricanes down in Florida yet? All right. That's good to know. Let me make sure there's no circling approach, missed approach. Ooh, a DU failure on RNAV arrival. So if we lost a DU on this approach into Pasta, would we be able to continue? I'll have to check. I actually don't know. With this, I don't think we could with this approach. I think this approach requires DU.
Avianca 8560, Bogota Center. Expect view next to Romeo. Runway 32 left.
Expect view next to Romeo. Runway 32 left. Avianca 8560.
All right, failure of a DU. If a DU fails, the flight crew may find one of the following displays: a blank screen with an F letter in amber, or distorted displays, blank screen with invalid display unit message in amber. Okay, but would we be able to shoot the RNAV? Now I gotta go to like required equipment. Required equipment chart. Let's see. Not that. Approach using final lap guidance. Okay. For RNAV GNSS approaches, refer to this. I love our books. I wonder if, I always wonder if other airlines have the same type of books that we do, where it's like, oh, this is what you're looking for. Now click this link to go here. Oh, you're here now. You want to go here? Click this link. Like, why can't it just tell me what it is? Obviously, I'm looking for that. That's why I'm here. All right, RMP approach operations corresponds RNAV GNSS or RNAV GPS required RMP approach equipment. So minimum equipment to start an RMP approach is one FMGC, one GPS, two IRs, one McDo, one FD, one PFD, two NDs. And the temporary display of ND information via the PFD ND switch is permitted on the pilot monitoring side, 2 FCU channels. So if we're using Final App, we could still shoot it. Let's do it. Let's fail FO's DU. Just for fun. We're charged up, chat. Alright, failures. Can I fail that? What's that going to be under? Ice and rain indicating systems, maybe? Indicating, recording.
Land Columbia 4221.
Flight warning,
Bogota
DMC,
Center.
DU. Here we go.
Expect Phoenix to
FO,
runway 32 left.
ND.
Expect Phoenix to Romeo, runway 32 left. Land Columbia for 221.
Now let's do FO, PFD. So we're flying along, and this just happened. Cap, you see this? Like what? Ugh. Yeah, your ND failed, man. We try the swap button. So now he can swap it over, get the map. Look at that, that's proper reversionary. Probably fly with the PFD up. All right, so we can, we'll rock with that. So we got one PFD failed, or one DU failed. Cool. Let's continue on. How far do we have till top of descent? I don't want to miss that. So 40 miles is equitime point. All right, we got a little ways to go because we're lower. So let's get some more questions in here. Actually, I'm not going through the questions. Right now I'm going through scenarios that are possible for the sim. I'm going to read the other stuff here in a minute. What other situations do we have? I already looked at all those starter limitations. Cool. All right, let's go to the question file. Is that a deferral thing, or would I get grounded? It would be deferred, most likely, Josh.
Have a good afternoon.
Nabil Hamdoui, what's up, my man? D1 chose to have a new kit over a new PC. That is also true. Switch the weather radar. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn this on.
Avianca 8560.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Next to Romeo.
Chat.
Runway 32 left. Report ready for descent.
Chat, there is some weather out there. Wow, look at this. Actually, with the sun shader, it actually looked better. It wants destination data already.
Avianca 8560.
Oh my gosh, that is real life.
QNH 1027.
Chat. That is
Descend to
real
15,000 feet.
life.
Avianca 8560.
Wow. There are some weather returns up there.
8560. Contact Bogota approach 119.95.
Contact Bogota approach 119.95.
I have a feeling we need to start prepping for the approach before I feel like we're a lot closer than thought. Arrival, let's see, 280 at 3. They're probably going to put me on 20, aren't they? I want to land 02 for Mike Echo Romeo. 280 at 3, 25 and 1020. Temperature is 25. Alright, that's cool. RNAV mins for a RNAV 02. It's going to be so much better than doing it with a MD-80. Pasto, Antonio Nariño, RNAV RNP 02 from Mike Echo Romeo. Follow RNP to PeakX, RNP mins.
Land Columbia 4221. Contact
6 to
Bogota
300 with
approach
RNP 0.2
119.95.
required.
Contact Bogota approach 119.95. Land Columbia 4221.
Explosive decompression. I don't want to do a decompression right now because I want to land at Pasto. Someone needs to come up with the Kinderfluff mod for Max Realism. Yes. You know what, Matthew Presley? There is a mod. Well, there used to be one. It was a Hughes livery in the Spirit colors, and they had all the they had the Kinderfluffs. Granted, they were yellow Kinderfluffs, which kind of hurt your eyes, but yes, we need the Kinderfluff mod. 100% agreed. I just want to say thank you for streaming even on your days off. It's really fun to watch you go to work. Hey, Austin, great, appreciate you. Thank you, man. Cedric, I don't answer that on stream, my man. All right, let's see here. What else can I find out? Engine power plant. We already talked about power plant questions. Ventilation, we've talked about that. When would the pilot set the extract to override? So here's our extract. Heavy rain or when directed by an ECAM. We got a blower fault light. What are some causes of a blower fault light? Low blower pressure, duct overheat, power supply failure, smoke warning activated. Low extract pressure for the extract fault, computer supply power failure for the extract fault, smoke warning. So the only difference in fault lights between the blower and extract is there's an extra reason for the blower to fault, and that is the duct overheat. So a duct overheat, and there is no duct overheat for the extract fan. All right. What's my most favorite plane of all time? Something with 3 engines or 4 engines. 727, L1011. No, 727, 747, L1011. Probably in that order. All at number 1, though. One more interesting thing, you can toggle the Fenix EFB within the default 2024 EFB now. That's right, Flight Sim guy. I forgot all about that. Forgot all about that. I'm going to vibe out here on this view for a minute. Drew Smith, what's up, my man? Exclamation point specs. We'll get you that. Flight Sim. What altitude, this is a good one. What altitude would you expect to receive a cabin altitude warning? A cabin altitude warning. 9,500 feet. A cabin altitude high. Is there a, yeah, landing high altitude button on this aircraft? Very cool. Look at that. Is that on all of them? I'll have to check. Is this on all the Fenix aircraft? High altitude landing push button. Not required for Pasto though. So 9550, yeah. Now the question is, when would the masks drop? When would the masks drop? $14,000, correct, TV flight. So you get a little bit of a buffer there. You get a high altitude warning. Hey, something's not right. We're not pressurizing. If you continue to go up above 14,000. Now, this is a trick question, but it's important. So, what happens when I press the mask manual on push button on the overhead? What would happen if you press that push button? It's a trick question. I wonder if anybody has the answer. So if I press the button on the overhead for the masks to manually deploy, that's what that button is, if you didn't know, what actually happens? Ferris, it's default, man. Everything that's default right now. The answer is no. They deploy the O2 mask in the cabin. While you are correct, the examiner, they don't want that answer. And I'll tell you why. You get to see me from your chief pilot. That too, probably. So the technical answer, and they want it this way, if you say the mask will drop, it's not technically correct. And I'll explain why. It means if you press that button, or it will illuminate the system on light, right? Which means a signal has been sent to release the oxygen mask doors. But some masks may have to be deployed manually. All right. So just because, and this is not necessarily only if you press this. Let's say we fly above 14,000 feet. Boom, we'll get the lights right here. It'll say system on. Okay, so system on means that, hey, the signal has been sent to deploy the masks. But it's important to note that it doesn't mean every single mask is actually going to drop. Now, in theory, it should. But what it means is the signal has been sent to drop the masks. Some masks may not drop. And there is a push button. I believe this is it here. There is a little key that the flight attendants have, and they will be able to go and manually deploy the mask from whichever ones do not deploy. So, you know, like when you have your, like an iPhone, and to get the SIM card out, they give you that little paperclip looking thing. It's kind of something like that, and they can go through and make sure the rest of the masks have manually deployed. The reason they want you to understand that is because just because the automatic masks come on, doesn't mean every passenger has got oxygen. So it's important for the cabin crew to verify that the masks have dropped wherever the passengers are seating. So they would go through with the MRT, as Santi said. Yeah, the manual release tool.
Turn right, heading 005.
So absolutely correct.
Climb to flight level 155.
We got a company message. What's this?
Turn right, heading 005.
The canisters will activate when the mask is pulled down. So just because you have the mask down, it doesn't mean the canisters are actually running. You have to pull the mask down further, kind of like pull it out of a little, not a D10, but like basically you activate the fuse for the canister. What emergency O2 system? It's chemical oxygen generators. I'm sure there might be different options, but it's a chemical oxygen generator. So do you always press that button anyway, regardless of whether they've already dropped? If it called for it, then yes. Matthew Presley said, I've got one for you. What turns off the CVR ground control switch? What turns off the ground control switch? Oh, when you can't turn it on manually? Oh, dude, somebody asked me this a long time. It's not airborne, is it? Is it when you're airborne? Or when engine is started? I don't remember. I remember being asked this question, and I don't remember what the answer is now. I have to know, because I'm probably going to get asked it now. Fenix mask update when? Is it engine start? I mean, I know engine start, if that's when it runs, so it will run after first engine start and up to, what, 10, 15 minutes after engine is shut down? It happened to you one morning in San Diego. I don't know. You got me, dude. I'm curious. Oh, that's us.
Expect radar vectors. Nav runway 02.
That's what I want. RNAV 02.
Expect radar vectors. RNAV runway 02. Avianca 357.
This guy sounds a hair monotone. I want to change my FO. You're fired. Who's Stephanie?
Hi, I'm Stephanie from FS to Crew. Very happy to fly along with you.
Sure, we'll rock Stephanie on this one. Is it a start switch? Why would you have a start switch forward? Why would you have a master switch forward? Something. It's got to be something that's going to be like, I got you. Primic. V1, my mate just sent me a video of his takeoff from Brussels today on a 320. I can hear the PTU running. What do you think could be the cause? A video of takeoff from Brussels today, a 320. I can hear the PTU running. Did they, maybe, you know, some airplanes, man, they just have leakier hydraulics. They don't pressurize as well. So sometimes after takeoff, to get the gear up, the PTU will kick on because you lose a drop in pressure of, like, what is it, 300 PSI, which will kick the PTU on. So it's not uncommon, man. It's not uncommon, especially on older aircraft. I don't think that'd have to do with hydraulic layout because green is going to be the gear main user anyway. So it's probably just a leakier hydraulic, a little weaker hydraulic system. Thank you, man, for the 5 pounds. Appreciate you. It's a pressure transducer in the blue hydraulic. If it registers pressure, it will kick off the CVR. With us, as soon as we hit the CVR ground control, it kicked itself off, and we got a whole load of hydraulic ECAMs. Whoa, hold on. So it's a pressure transducer in the blue hydraulic. If it registers pressure, it will kick off the CVR. So essentially,
Avianca 357, radar vectors,
interesting.
RNAV runway 02. Report ready for descent.
Very interesting, man. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to have to look. I have just the person I'm going to ask about that because I want to know. Acknowledge instruction. We're ready for descent now, I believe.
Radar vectors, RNAV runway 02, ready for descent. Avianca 357.
We're ready. All right.
Avianca 357, Antonio Nariño Airport landing runway 02.
Antonio Nariño Airport, landing runway 02, Avianca 357.
We may have to get down on our own here. Thrust idle descent.
Avianca 357, QN, H 10.
We're not going to listen to him technically. Max 230.
For R, nav runway 02.
We might shut him off just because this approach is going to require maximum maximum attention. We're already high on profile. Shoot, let's get down.
Avianca 357.
There we go.
Flight level 160.
Yeah, we're going down.
Descent
We're going down to
flight
14
level
though. We got to be down below
160,
1.4.
Avianca 357.
Easy fly 9058, Bogota Center. Expect Matro 1 Golf.
Wonder if Fenix will wire more CBs in the future? Probably.
Expect Metro 1 Golf, runway 26, easy fly 9058.
All right, so we're hustling down to 14,000. We got some speed restrictions on this approach.
2392, Bogota Center. Expect Rhinos 3 Alpha.
What is that one? 180 at 410. 180 at 410.
Expect Rhinos 3 Alpha, runway
We're hustling down.
land Chile 2392.
Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt sign on. It's going to become a fire hose right now.
Copa 272, contact Panama Center 120.3. Bye-bye.
Look at that view. All right. So in our case, we had a faulty transducer on the blue system that read pressure when there was none. As a result, we couldn't turn on the ground control push button. I'm going to level at 16 like he asked. Or speed out star. I'm also going to slow down. Okay. Pressure. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Very interesting, Matthew Presley. The plane thought the engine was running. It assumed that it had all sorts of hydraulic issues due to lack of pressure. It was a cascading failure. Okay, I'm picking up what you're throwing down now. So what if, now my question to you is, what if you turn on the blue electric hydraulic on the ground? Can you turn on the CVR? Or would that kick off the CVR? So have you had a pressurized blue on the ground before for an MEL? We had to do that for a flight control stuff before, actually in a 319. And I'm curious now if that would do it. Did I turn beyond ATC off? No, I did not. But I'm going to continue descending now to 14,000 because he's going to leave me high. So we're going to send to 14,000 here. Thrust idle, open descent. Okay, Matthew Presley, when we get on the ground, I want to try it. See if I remember. Chirk, your Moza base crashed? Oh, you're saying you went off for crashing on the approach. All right, so as we get down here to 12,000, I'm going to go terrain on ND because terrain's going to kill us, not the weather. We'll have 2 PFDs up and running. All right, we're hustling down. We actually need to get to 12. It's between 12 and 14. I want to be on the lower of the two. Let's get a little more speed brake coming out. We'll get the full cam coming on. I'll get flight recorder ready. Yeah, I would agree with you, Matthew Presley. Have you read, there's an awesome, I think there's an app with it now, but it's like 320 Advanced Systems. So it's actually a guy that I know that he wrote that book with all the pictorials. He's actually coming out with well, actually the app is out now, I believe, and it has he's updating more and more pictures and stuff. I wonder if it's in there. It's that kind of stuff that's in that book. Amir says, I don't think we do this. The CVR is a bit lighter because it's not something commonly used, so it was slated to be redone with the MEO system. Ah, okay. Uninstalling, Amir. I'm uninstalling because the CVR will not turn off when I pressurize the blue hydraulic on the ground, which nobody probably even knows how to do. What's up, man? How you doing? Phoenix is dead to Turk.
357, descend to 12,000 feet, QNH 1020.
All right, we're descending to 12,000 right now, and we're going to start slowing.
Descend to 12,000 feet, QNH 1020, Avianca 357.
All right, we're between 13 and between 12 and 14. We'll reset the chrono. We don't need you. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. VFE next, -10. Flaps 1. Speed checks. Slats are coming out. Nope, JT. This is all default, my man. All default. Man, it's nice to have normal speed on the slats and flaps today. No failures. A once in a career system failure not modeled? Shameful, I know. Unacceptable. I'm going to come right back to 180 right now just because I haven't canned beyond ATC yet, and I know it loves to leave us high. But if I can slow down here, it'll help our cause. The CVR currently will check the N2 state and the master states checking with the lads. Awesome, Amir. All right, cool. Hey, we're all learning something, right? I mean, that's pretty crazy. I wonder if it's probably, you know, I wonder if it's different across different Airbuses too, you know? All right, we're 180, we're flaps 2. We're 600 for 12. 12.6 for 12. We're selected speed. Let's go ahead and activate the approach. Activated, confirmed, 127 VAP. Into the soup we go. Sounds are coming up. We need to arm this here pretty quick. I'm going to set 10,000 because we need to keep coming down. Vertical speed. Nope. Thrust out of open descent. Just got me. Let's arm it. All right. Alt. Final. 10. Blue. App nav. So we're headed down to 10 early. Beyond ATC may yell at us, but I'm not waiting around.
8598, Bogota Center. Good afternoon.
Maybe some terrain radar. I got the terrain.
Flight level 220.
I got the terrain radar up. Why is our terrain not working? Oh, there it comes. It scared me for a second. We'll make sure it's turned all the way up. And I'll tell you what, I will flip the ND on this guy. We'll leave him on weather. And Magic Barrel Ref update to 1018 is set. 1,000 to level off. Check. Our maintenance control was lost on that one, and it was Airbus itself that got back to them about how those two systems were connected. That's crazy, man. Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing. I'm gonna, if I ever have an instructor that tries to play games, I'll have one in the pocket now to ask him. I feel like somebody asked me that a long time ago, or something to do with the CVR. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe.
Avianca 357, 13 miles from base 410. Turn right, heading 220.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Love the content. Hope to start flight school soon to make my dream come true. Keep up the good work, Captain.
Boy, thank you so much for the $10 bank angle check, man. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. Appreciate the support, man. We look forward to seeing your progress as you go through the ranks, man. Thank you so much for that bank angle check. Boys, very kind. Thank you. You've got a bunch of wonderful tools to help train the flight training now.
Contact Antonio Narino Tower 118.0.
Contact Tower 118.0, Avianca 357. Antonio Narino Tower,
PS
Avianca
410,
357,
Max 180,
RNAV, runway
Max
02.
150 at 411.
Avianca 357, Antonio Narino Tower.
Winds are gusting.
120 at 8. Runway 02 cleared to land.
Runway 02 clear to land, Avianca 357.
All right, we're clear to land. Bank angle check. And it'll remind me to start the, oh, look at that. I love the 319 specifically. The 319 with the slats out from this top-down view is just so juice. I don't know if it makes that wing looks a little bit fatter or whatever. It just looks awesome. All right, let's drop it down 8,800. For 410, we got to get down for 410. He said right 220 to send 8,000. Yeah, but I'm not going to listen to him because we're going to go right to PS 410 right now. That's one thing I've learned with Beyond ATC is they kind of want to vector you. They don't want to just let you fly it as, cleared, as is. So, and the best part about it is they're not going to yell at us for not doing that. Oh, the recording is on. Really? How long has the recording been on, chat? All right, well, the recording's on. We'll have a nice long replay. Dylan, what's up, man? I picked up the 319 and 321 expansion to celebrate the BFU so good. Oh, it is, isn't it, man? Well, congratulations on your 2 new birds. I hope you love flying them as much as I do. All right, if I'm not mistaken, here comes 410. So at 410, we should go into final lap here. I'm also going to bring it back to 16. Let's go 150 right now. That's the max at the next one.
$2,500.
Flaps
3, speed checks, flaps 3.
To Alfonso Bonilla Aragon Airport. Chile for 385, Antonio Narino Tower, expect runway 02, Ancas 2 Bravo departure. Squawk 5065.
All right, we're 150, we're flaps 3, 88 at 411, right? Yep, 411, mandatory 8,800 feet. We're looking good.
385, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Can we see the MD-80 for here? We might have to bump up the VAP vodka. I'm going to take a look at it when we get fully configured. We might add 3 knots. Oh yeah, Amir, I'm familiar. Actually, our MD-80 is sitting over here in one of these hills.
Antonio Narino Tower, pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Pushback approved. Face south. Land Chile for 385.
Gosh, the displays are so legit. Alright. And final lap. Manage speed, gear
Terrain
down,
ahead.
flaps
Pull
full. Oh,
up.
that's on me. I should have inhibited that.
Terrain ahead.
That's on
Pull
me.
Up.
Needs to be inhibited for this approach. It's on me. All right, final lap. There's Pablo Coco Field on the hills. Oh, my man. All right, she's slowing down. Hey, look at that speed send. Ooh, brother. Let's give her a little juice here. We might go manual thrust here. Got a nice little shear over the hills. We're locked in on the LDEV. We're looking good. Keep coming around. Barry's waving from the mountains. Golly. Does Avianca still fly here? I need to fly here. It's got to be on the bucket list. Alright, there's the hill the airport's gonna be on.
Chile 4385, request taxi to the active.
Land Chile 4385, runway 02, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Runway 02, taxi my discretion.
I'm gonna take the thrust levers, auto thrust off. I have the thrust levers. From my experience, we're gonna get a sinker over here as we come up over the hill for the airport. Auto brakes, medium. Runway's in sight. Gonna bring a little extra speed here because we're gonna get a sinker. All right, I'm gonna hand fly this because this is too cool. Autopilot's off. Flight director's off. Give me the bird. Oh man, is there somebody on the runway? I'm not going around, so they're gonna have to move there, player.
100 above.
Oh, here's that sinker. Look, look, look.
Minimum.
He's gonna give us a go around, isn't he? Or is that a multiplayer player on the runway? Oh, look at that. Look at that sinker over the terrain. Oh my gosh. Go around. Man, Toga, go around track. Positive rate. Let's see. I don't know. Go around flaps. Positive rate. Gear up. Gosh, did you see that? Microsoft win for the win. All right, autopilot 1. Nav.
Land Chile for 385, contact Bogota Center 128.6. Bye-bye.
Contact Bogota Center 128.6, land Chile for 385.
12,000 to set. We got to declare go around.
Avianca 357 on the go.
Flaps, speed checks, flaps 1.
357, go around. Fly the published missed approach procedure.
On the go. Fly the published missed approach procedure. Avianca 357.
Avianca 357, contact Bogota Center 128.6, speak soon.
Alright, we're going around.
Contact Bogota Center 128.6. Avianca
Golly.
357. Bogota Center, Avianca 357.
Speed
Good
checks, flap 0.
afternoon, 8,200 feet.
After takeoff checklist.
Avianca 357, welcome back.
Totally nuked us with the wind. Nuked us with the wind
Continue
there.
Avianca 357.
Ronnie, yes, this is the upgraded Fenix, my man. Yes, it is. Max 230 at the hold, which we're 200. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little extra juice here. 210. Oh, wow, look at the rain shaft over there. All right, let's go ahead and get our terrain back on, just in case things go awry. We'll have to get that on the next one. Flight Sim guy, you just hit that as well? Had to go around? What, dude, I've never had that coming in here before. I've had sinkers and stuff, but I've never had that. 1,000 to level off. Speed out star. Set standard. Alright, let's go ahead and reconfigure. Alright, we're going to reactivate. We're selected speed. We'll reactivate, confirm the approach phase. Leveling 12,000. What I might do is I might end beyond ATC for this one and just vector myself, because he's going to want me to go out and fly the whole published miss. So, a couple things. We're going to end beyond ATC. Amir, I actually don't know if I'm on realistic or low. I actually don't know. Should I check? It'll ruin the immersion. Alright, so we're going to vector ourselves here. We're going to take heading 020. Actually, let's make it 010. And then we're going to come right back around to, what's that there? 409. We'll come right back around to PS409 right here. Worth a check, but this still happens on low. Okay. We're going to overcome it. We're going to overcome it. So we're speed out heading 12,000. I do know what I want to do, though. I noticed that my auto FPS, I think, left my T-LOD down a little bit too low, so I'm going to change it for the second approach here because it's too juice to have it turned down. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's bump those up at 275 since we're streaming. Get a little extra juice on the approach inbound. All right. I'm going to end that replay. So we'll stop that. We'll save that replay as A319 Pasto Go Around. That replay is saved. And now we're going to come right back around. So let's go ahead and reduce speed. 180. Speed checks. Flaps 1. We're going to spin us all the way around now. Come right heading 120. That'll get us going direct towards PS409 here in a minute. Screen's frozen? What's frozen? Oh, what? Why are you guys stuck on that? What is going on? That is bizarre. The sim is just fine. I've never encountered that. My cursor's moving. And you can see this, right? Hold on, chat. It's YouTube. I see you in sim just fine. Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. Let me, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Let me try this. Let me add a new game capture. Alright, and it's going to be this one. How about this one? What? Chat. I don't know. I don't know. Why is it not capturing the sim? All right, hold on. There's one more. I have one more trick, maybe. Let's try this. How about now? I'll have to do a display capture. I don't know. You may get stutters. You may get stutters, but yeah, I don't know. All right, I got to get us back to where we're going here, though. Hold on. PS409. Insert that. More than one way to skin a cat. All right, we're 180. Flaps 2. Speed checks. Flaps 2. Does it look bad, or does it look all right? AMD problem showing up again. No, I don't think it's AMD, man. It might be an OBS issue. What's interesting is the vertical stream got jacked up too. I'll end the vertical stream. But you can still see everything fine, right? Yeah. Alright, well, this is what it is. Alright, we're reset up here. Let's go ahead and descend to 10,000 feet. Thrust idle, open descent, down we go. We're 180. Try number 2 here. Try number 2. Double do your worth. What's up, man? Good to see you. I have never seen that one before. You see black bars, though? What do you mean you see black bars? What does that mean? Well, I'm curious if it's back yet. Nope, it's still up. Yeah, I killed the vertical stream. I killed the vertical. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Because we got to figure this thing out here. Alright, we're sending 10,000 feet. 180 max, which we're at. Looking good. We'll go ahead and set our new barrow. 1019 is set. Auto brakes medium. Terrain push button is coming off. Lights for the go are reset, so that looks good. How's our fuel? 6.8. Alright. We're caught back up now. We're caught back up. We can continue this descent 8,800 feet, and you are cleared for the approach. Alright. App nav, alt final. Bleh. Down to 8,800 feet. Here we go, chat. Round 2. Been thinking about making the jump to 24, but I keep seeing people say it's still broken. Listen, Double D Worth, I've been in 24 since it dropped. It has its shortcomings, but I think it's got more potential. It's the future, man. It's the future, and I think everyone's going to jump over on Sim Update 3, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's amazing sim," but it's been amazing the whole time. I do disdain the fact that you can't bind anything in Sim Update 2, so hold off until Sim Update 3. To be honest with you. I hate the fact that you can't bind anything on Sim Update 2 without taking 3 hours. And then the fact that you have to stream everything is extremely frustrating. Those are the 2 biggest problems I have with the sim. Sim Update 3 allegedly is going to fix those. But 2024 is where it's at, man. I feel airplanes fly more organically. The visuals are definitely better. The lighting is better. The atmospherics feel better. The Fenix is better. I don't know, at least that's what Amir said, right? Get Amir in trouble. It's better in 2024. And look, in 2024 you basically have a new Fenix. Like this airplane is insane. I'm running the stream. Maybe all that talk about adding cameras caught up. All these cameras and stuff that I'm running 275 LOD, I'm getting 100 FPS, like it's amazing. What's wrong with Sim Update 2 binding? So there's a binding lag. Now, if we get this wind shear again, we're gonna have to adjust our settings. So I'm gonna reset. We're 126. Let's give us 5 knots. Oops, that's 10. That's too many knots. 151. Nope. Jeez, math. I'm getting tired. 131. And we'll do manual thrust on this one again. 150 max. Let's manage the speed. Start slowing down. Flaps 3. But yeah, the binding lag is the problem with Sim Update 2, man. That is the biggest problem that I see. Because the downloading of stuff and having to stream stuff all the time, while it's extremely annoying, it works sometimes. I mistimed that here. I thought we'd be able to hit the final lap. Love that. Passengers love that when you go to idle to freaking 90%. There we go. Final lap. Now we'll manage it. Gear down, flaps full, speed checks, flaps full. Final lap. Missed approach altitude. We'll set 12,000 feet. 12,000 is bleh. You won't be able to see the control cam, I don't think. Yeah, you won't be able to see the control cam, so we'll just have to rock without it. Landing checklist. Cabin crew advise auto thrust speed. Auto brakes medium. ECAM memo. Landing all green. Landing checklist is complete. I'm gonna let this one seesaw back and forth here until we get around the turn. Oh, we got to start a new recording. New recording is started. SKPS, Dennis. This is Pasto, Antonio Nariño, Colombia. I've resorted to snorting Xanax until we land. Goodness. Falcon F1. Ask me again after this approach, my man. Ask me after this approach. Hey then, J. Robbins, the Speedbad himself. What's up, my man? This is a very enjoyable stream. Thanks, everyone. Hey, Hayden, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for that. I appreciate you, man. Very, very kind. All right, we're looking good. Yeah, see, look, it looks so much better with T-Lot at like 275. There's the mountain we crashed in. I'm pretty sure we crashed like right over there in the MD-80. Alright, I'm going to take control of the thrust levers. Auto thrust is off. And I'm going to bring a little extra speed. We'll see. The winds seem to have kind of stabilized right now. 11A is mine. CFIT Specialist in 321. John Chi, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Yeah, 11A is highly sought after. I'm going to keep it on the track until we can see the runway from my landing seat here. Alright, runway is in sight. Now, theoretically, you'd probably let this RNAV all the way in, but I'm going to have more fun with it. Flight directors are coming off. Give me the bird. Bird's in chat. We got one red. And I'm just going to keep a little extra heat on us now. If we get that again, we'll go around and we'll set turbulence to low or whatever it was required. But I've never had one that bad. But it's not to say that I won't get it again. So here we go. Got a little extra juice. Runway's in sight. Direct crosswind now. I think that might be out of the limitations for this approach. And we're going to get a huge bump here again. I think it's coming. I'm going to try to be ready. Oh my goodness. There's no way.
Don't sink.
There's no way.
Pull up.
Go around. Oh, brother. Go around flaps.
Up.
There's no way.
Don't
Man, Toga,
sink.
SRS, go around track. Go around flaps. Positive rate. Gear up. Manage nav. Chat. What the F? Autopilot 1. I don't have time for this, chat. We're down to 6.2. What was that? If that was realistic, no airplane would ever be able to land there. Maybe we should land the other direction. What in tarnation? I was nosing over, too. Yeah, we got the gas. We got the gas. Oh, that thrust climbs. Speed checks, flaps 1. That climb thrust, though. Listen to that. How? I went plus 900 feet. Doing flaps 3. Turk is about to go try it in the FS labs. Oh my gosh. We're going to clean up the airplane here, then I'm going to check the settings. All right, we're climbing away. Terrain push button is coming back on. Terrain back on ND. Look at the weather out there over the hold. Yeah, we are not going to go hold over there. Look at that. We are not going to go hold over there with that weather up. Status Cat 2. We're Cat 2 because our ND is in-op. We got an in-op ND. There's S-speed. Flap 0, clean it up. Let's not go all the way to 12. Let's go to 10,000. 10,000 is set. Flight heading 360. Vectors for the approach. Maintain speed 210 knots. Thrust climb, open climb, heading 210. Leveling at 10,000. I'm not turning live weather off. I've never turned live weather off. It's time to check turbulence settings, though. There we go. Speed Alt Star. Let's give it a shot. So, settings. What is that going to be under? Flight model? No. Assistances? Turbulence. Medium. Let's go low. Let's go low. Alright, it's going to slow us down. Now let's see if we can't get ourselves right back on the approach here. So there's PS409. We're going to fly 355, and then we're going to come right back to PS309. So let's reactivate, confirm the approach. How much fuel do we need to get to our alternate, chat? Going back to Skibo is going to be... We're already there. Chat, we're out of gas. We got one more shot. What is the OAT there? Thermals will definitely throw you up. OAT outside is 19C right now at 10,000. I didn't see what it was back where we landed. But let's go ahead and try this one more time because we are quickly running out of gas. So we're going to bring you back down 131. It's always important to re-clear that VAP speed because as you burn weight, that will actually change, and then you might have more speed added than you actually think you do, or that you want. Speed coming back to 180, and we're going to turn this sucker all the way around. We're spinning around. Speed checks, flaps 1. They can be exaggerated near cliffs. Yeah, it's definitely, if that's the case, Jeff, then that's definitely what we're dealing with right now. But it's interesting because how many times have we flown in here? I've never had thermals this bad, so it's almost like I kind of like it because it's like, well, I know it's not. How do we know it's not realistic? Has anybody flown into Pasto today, real world? Like, what if there's a really bad thermal out there right now? I don't know. All right, let's go direct to. It beats X-Plane flying around and on rails all day. PS409 insert. We're going direct to. We are low on the gas. I don't know, Tutko. I don't know. The 2024 Glazer blaming 24 weather engine? Wingnut, I thought you were working, man. Go fix your air conditioning. Guess what? Last night, Wingnut, I set my AC to 68 degrees. And it was glorious. I hope it's extra warm tonight. Jeff Fabiano, it's also awesome to have you in the chat, man. I just watched while I was eating lunch, I watched your Citation 10 video into Addison. I will say, I felt a little bit special of knowing that I already saw that landing. But awesome vid, man. I can't wait to see the rig, full motion setup. Tutko says, I thought that's why Juan Brown, one of his GA flying videos, was flying in a valley all the way off to the side, riding the upslope wind. Listen, I'm not going to speak into that because I didn't do any gliding or any of that stuff. I know mountain waves can be very intense, but I've never flown into this particular airport. I've never seen anything quite that aggressive. I mean, there are definitely thermals. I think it's fair to say that one is a little over-exaggerated. But there are aggressive thermals. There's no doubt about that. JT. All right. We're 8,800 is set. Let's go ahead and trickle on down. Thrust idle, open, descent. We can keep 180. Let's keep 180 going. Third time's the charm. We're at 5. Somebody, what was our fuel when we were on that final? We're 5.5. What's an alternate? If we can't get in on this one, I don't think we have the fuel to go anywhere. We're just gonna have to come around and try to land on the other direction. All right, here we go. We're starting the final approach. Terrain push mode is off. With terrain off, we got 180 on the speed, 8,800 arm the approach, out the final app nav. Cali is near. Shouldn't be doing this right now. Yeah, that's not good. So what's SKCL? SKCL. Alternate of Cali. Yeah, we could do Cali. Oh yeah, we got extra gas if we go to Cali. And we've got status. Cat 2, Jipwiz, and Op. That's associated. Your alternate is the mountain you crashed into last time. Wrong side's here. Hey, at least he could, hey, dispatch me. Give me another fuel burn. We are in the amber, though. 5-3 for SKPS, landing with 5.3 final. What if, how much is it going to take to get over there? If it takes 2.5 to get there, it gives us 8 minutes extra gas right now. Bill, I will. It's a shame that the vertical stream died on this, because it would have been kind of neat to have the control inputs on all that. All right, 180, then 150 is max. VFE next minus 10, flaps 3. The real flight doing this right now is diverting? Really? Is that for real? It's OC? Maybe they are diverting for real. Then there must be something to it, man. The real flight is diverting for wind. I think there's a severe wind shear or a wind limitation on this approach. I saw a chart before that wasn't a JEP chart, or it was a company chart. And there was wind limitations on it, and I have not yet been able to find that chart again. And I'm pretty sure a 15 to 18 knot crosswind was exceeding the limit. Am I sweating yet? I'm getting there. I can confirm that we're not doing the return leg, so we got to make this one good. Oh, Chad, I had that recording. I'm going to stop that one. I'm going to start a new one. Yeah, we don't need to save that last one. New recording is up and running. All right, finals blue. Here we go. Pay attention. Highball. Thanks for the 5 pounds. I appreciate you. All real-world flights were canceled today to Pasto? Oh, okay. All right. See, where's Wingnut at? See, this is the real-world sim, Wingnut. We're having a hard time landing because the real-world airplanes have diverted, too. I mean, Jeff, I can only imagine that the wind over here is insane. The cliff that we're on right here, plus the rolling mountains off the other side, like, I can only imagine. All right, manage speed, gear down, flaps full. Here we go. Third time's the charm. After this, we'll have to circle back for 2-0 because we're running out of time. Yeah, 2 non-pilots put it on the ground, AJ, because they're in Dead Sim 2020, man. Ain't nobody's flying 2020 anymore, dude. Or X-Plane. You were probably flying X-Plane 11, and Vodka was probably flying 2020. Oh, no, Captain Canada's here. Oh, no. Listen, hey, Captain Canada, I saw you were enjoying 24 yesterday, man. You were enjoying it. Don't even deny it. Minus the CTDs or the sim lockups. You were still slightly enjoying it. I could tell. I could tell you were enjoying it. All right, same thing as before. We're going to let it rock this all the way in, then we'll disengage and hand fly it. I'm going to leave the auto thrust on right now. Looks like the winds have calmed down a little bit on this arc here. Kemp Canada says, I did a fresh install of 24 and running auto FPS. Oh, that's a must, man. Yep. Everything is peachy. Nice, dude. All right. Well, Captain Canada's officially moved to 24 and 2020 is dead to him. He just said that, so you heard it here first. Avianca landed there 1 hour ago, went around first approach, then landed from the other side. Okay, so this is why this sim is Goat Sim, because it's actually simulating a real-world situation. Except the pilots were smarter to land the other direction after their first go-round, unlike me, doing 3 attempts to the same runway. All right, runway's in sight. Autopilot's off. I have control. Flight director's off. Give me the bird. I'm going to bring this one in low. but not too low because there's a mountain there. We're going to try to bring this in a little bit low. I'm also going to take control of the thrust levers. Auto thrust is mine. Auto thrust is off, rather. I'm going to try to bring this in 3 reds here. It's scary though because there's a cliff right there. It's like against every fiber in my body to be low on this approach.
Minimum.
Look at that crosswind coming. It's right over this cliff here. I can feel it. It's going to happen again, I think. Stick with it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Can we save it? Can we get in the touchdown zone? Sync rate check. Sync rate check.
Pull.
Plenty of energy.
Don't sink.
Set her down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it.
Don't sink.
Nope. Going around. Man, Toga, SRS, go around track.
Don't sink.
We're going the other direction. Go around flaps. Flaps 3. Positive rate. Gear up. We almost had it, but we don't have the fuel to be messing around now. Manage nav. I could have been like wingnut and landed it long there, but this is a pro simulations here. So full flap sim, he would have landed that. All right, we're gonna land the other direction. It's not the turbulence. This is why Avianca landed the other direction, y'all. 2024 Goat Sim confirmed. Look at that. Look at the rain over here. Watch this. This one's for a mirror. Oof. It's the updraft. It is. All right, so we're going to do what real pilots did today, and we're going to come back around. We're going to land the other direction. Steve has had Goat Simulator for years. Jeez. Yeah, we don't have time to be messing around. The last thing I want to do now is go off the end of the round. We cannot crash an Airbus in Pasto. I get away with one crash, the MD-80. That's, you know, a little acceptable, I think. Let's keep it going. Let's make it 10,000. 10,000 is set. We're on a heading of 360. Here comes SB flap 0. After takeoff checklist. We've got terrain push buttons coming back on. Let's speed it up, maintain 210. All right, we're going to reprogram the box here. We got 4.5 on the fuel. Now I'm starting to get a little nervous. All right, the other option is LOC 20 or RNAV 20. We got to figure this out. Approach charts for... There's an ILS 20? Chat, what the hell am I doing ILS? ILS X-ray. Let's take the X-ray. What's the Zulu? 6750, 6600. This has got a lower min. We're going to do the ILS X-ray. RMP 20, AR mins, RMP 20, AR. That's all mid. We've done enough. ILS X-ray 20. Is that in the box? I don't have that in the box. All we got is LOC 20. All right, LOC 20. Approach via MER, return, no star, insert. And we'll take it off of CF20. What is that? CF20. We'll shoot the line. Clean up the box here. CF20. 083. Insert, pull heading. It's a little bit off, that's fine. All right, we got to reconfigure. CF20 minimum, straight in ILS, 6,600 feet with a 5.0 and a 4.0. Let's be conservative. Let's go 6710. And let's go perf. Activate, confirm, 6710 for the LOC 20 approach. Now we're IMC. Great. Let's get terrain up on ND. Not giving me the warm fuzzies. Let's do a Magic Barrel ref update here. Actually, we're going to bring it in off of, what's this one? IPSO? FF20. Yeah. FF20-021. Insert pull heading. Plan mode. There it is. Let's go ahead and turn it around. Go ahead and bring our speed back 180. Speed checks flaps 1. Coming all the way around. Cat 2 associated. Fuel is getting low. Fuel is getting low, Chad. Ali Sammy, thanks for the 2 Canadian, man. Appreciate you. This is getting a little bit sus now. We get our LS push buttons on, LS push buttons on. 1FD2. Spinning around. What is that fix altitude? 9,000 feet. 9,000 is set. Let's go ahead. Thrust idle, open, descent. Speed checks, flaps 2. Keep it turning, arm it up. Glide slope blue, low blue, cat 1. Autopilot 1+2. Keep coming around. 170 to join. It's only now getting sus? Have you been paying attention? Flight sim guy, you had a wake turbulence setting that changed it? Interesting. I don't know. I'm not even going to blame the sim, and I'm going to put my settings back to medium because the fact that the real world Avianca flight went around and then landed the other direction tells me that there's something not going well on the 02 approach. So I want that to be represented in my sim. I don't want to be able to land at an airport, no problems, where the real world airplanes are going around. That's how you know you're flying the GOAT sim. 4,300 pounds of fuel. Yeah, we're in a 319, so it's not the end of the world, but we're getting close to my absolute min landing. 3.9, I think I landed in one of these. Hit the like button if you remember the podcast from Cancun. And speaking of like button, only 261 likes. Can we get 319 likes for a 319 stream? I mean, this is 3 go-arounds. Should have 300 likes. Mr. Suave, thank you for the $5 super chat. I don't know about y'all, but I'm clapping if we land. Appreciate you, Mr. Suave. Thank you. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Hey, I'm going to clap too. All right, Loke Star. I think we can keep the terrain on this one. Does an A319 make a smaller crash when it runs out of gas than a 321? Depends if the 321 ran out of gas. Alright, glide slope star. Let's go around altitude on this just in case. Go around altitude, climbing, right turn, R&P to Pac X up to 9,000 feet. 9,000 is blue. Where the hell's the runway? Why don't I see the runway? Oh, we're coming at an angle? Oh, there's the runway. It's in the shadow. Goat sim confirmed. You heard it here. JT, my man. Indeed, indeed. Thank you for the $5 super chat, dude. Appreciate you. All right. Manage speed. Look how the ECAM's behaving properly, too. We had 2,500, then it populated, then we got above it, then it went away. Speed checks, flaps 3. Make sure to set up the tip jar once you get to the gate. Look at the flap shaking. John G, my man, thanks for the $5 super chat as well. The odds of your examiner watching the streams are minimal but not zero. You're getting the same scenario for the check ride. Oh my gosh, I sure hope not, dude. Wouldn't that be something? All right, gears coming down. 4,000 pounds of fuel. We ain't got a whole lot of FAFO fuel left. Speed checks, flap 0. Flap 0. Flaps full. I'm tired. Let's land. Autopilot's coming off. Let's see what the auto thrust does. We'll leave it on. We never cleared out our perf approach speed, did we? 131. You see that? See how we burned weight? So now if I add 5, it's actually 130, not 136. Can be a gotcha if you hard tune your VAP speed there. Would flap straight not be beneficial in wind shear? No, it absolutely would be beneficial in wind shear. We're not really dealing with wind shear though. We're dealing with a helicoptering thermal, and now we're landing with a quartering tailwind at 9,000 or at 7,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with flaps full and stopping.
Hundred above.
All right, we've got this one.
Minimum.
We got this one in the bag. I didn't get the recorder going. Recording's on. All right. Get back in here. Recording's on. Ever landed 2-0 on stream? I actually don't know. I think we landed a 727 on 2-0 before. Look at that wind just shifted all the way around from the right to the left, coming over the hills now. All right, flight director's off. Birds on. Following the pappies in here.
Glide slope.
Glide slope check.
Glide slope.
I'm not going around on this
Glide
one.
slope.
40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Whew, chat. 70 knots. Manual brakes. We got this one in the bag. CVR ends. We're not in a 737. The CVR works on more than engine 1 gen. Insane. I love this sim. Jeff Faviano couldn't have said it better. Goat sim, 2 very different feels on opposite approaches. 100% true, Jeff. This is Goat sim. I'm going to turn my turbulence setting back to medium too, because I've really never had an issue with it. And it appears that there's really no issue with it. It's just excessive. Clean it up. Recording is stopped and ready to go. Okay, this is the Moza AB9 Base with the Flight Sim Projects A320 side stick, my man. FO Pilot Dep, what's up, man? Takeoff Studios here, nice. Look at that terrain out there. I'm going to watch these replays. Well, the ramp is full. Got some multiplayers in here today. We'll take the third one. Now we're not going to shut everything down and do a shutdown because we need to get into the replays, and then I need to go because it's already 5 o'clock. Go to gate 1. American 319 is a long way from home, but he's in the Silver Eagle CFM. Look at that. Look, we got a Silver Eagle and we've got a Avianca 319. Oh, I see people walking around. Someone's head down there, but we must not have the same scenery. ATRs come in here. Erp. Look at that suspension. Brake set. There was somebody walking around. Oh, I was going to go outside. Never mind. There was somebody walking around out there. Look. Yeah, this is a fantastic scenery. We should fly the... Oh, look, there's somebody else out there. See, this is why y'all need to fly around on 2024 multiplayer. Because how cool would it be to get out and do, like, celebrity shots and all that? That'd be pretty sweet. All right, but we got to watch the replay because we don't have a whole lot of time, like I said. So here we go. Let's get the replay up. That's you, Flight Sim guy? Nice. I'm going to save the landing. So SKPS landing. I'm going to save that one for last. Let's do the go around first. Let's open that one. And no, just no. Yeah, yes, just yes, dude. So one of these days we're gonna pull up to a gate and Jeff Favignano is gonna be sitting out there in his avatar. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna will it into existence. All right, replay's coming up. Park brake needs to come off. Flaps need to come out. You guys can see this, right? I still don't know why. Hold on. I still don't know why that's there. That is crazy to me. I don't know what happened with OBS. Jeff says it will happen. All right. All right, all right. I kind of want to run this one forward to the go-around.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Speed, speed, speed.
You know what would be cool is to, we'll set the camera up on the cliff. Set the camera up on the cliff and then do the go-around. This is the first go-around. This is the bad one. Look at the engine shaking. All right, hold on. Pause it. I want to go back here. So how do we do this? We're going to do this Fabiano status. We're going to bring the gear down. We're going to go to external camera. We're going to go to reset camera. So reset position. Okay. Drone follow. No. Oh no. Reset. Drone lock on. Follow mode off. Move the camera where we want it. Yes. Where's the cliff for the runway at? Where's our runway? We're getting there. Where's the runway at? Is it this far? Oh, there's the runway perimeter fence. All right. We're at the ILS box. Oh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me see what it looked like from the cockpit, and then we're gonna do the landing one. You know, flaps full. So let's just kind of want to just see what the PFD does here. So everything is fine. Everything is fine, and then look at that vertical speed, up to 1,000 feet a minute. There's nothing we can do. We're just like punching out. See ya. All right, let's go ahead and look at the landing one. So let me stop that one. Let me load up this one.
Don't sink.
Down, flaps full.
Don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn on thermals. I want to see if we can see it, Vodka. That's a good idea. Best wing flex in the game. I agree, Nabil. Ooh, I don't know. That looked pretty good. Let's see. Survey says... I'll take that for our third attempt. Let me see what Volanta said. Volanta said 21 feet per minute. I'm going to say I don't believe 21 feet per minute, but it's better than my 200 feet per minute that it's been giving me, right? So reset the camera. I'm going to come back here. Do this thing. Do that, center you up, turn you on. Volanta sits on a throne of lies. I agree. I agree. I don't know if that was 21 feet per minute, but it's pretty smooth. All right. Well, that was a lot more eventful than I thought it was going to be there. I did not anticipate us having 3 different approaches, but nevertheless, I had fun. So, with that said, I'm getting out of here, Chad. I got the little one's birthday tomorrow, and so we're going to be gone for 2 days. I will be back on Thursday with some more real-world prep, and then Friday we will do our mock check ride. Do a mock check ride on Friday. Maybe some citationing in there somewhere, but that's going to be me for the next 2 days. So it's been fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you all hanging out and being with me here. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already on the way out. And again, shout out to Fenix for dropping just another fantastic update. Continuously raising the bar. I mean, they are in a league of their own. That is absolutely true. So, until the next one, you guys are awesome. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. See ya.
Speed.
I don't know where it is. Trying to see where the wind visualization is.